Hello everyone and welcome to another makeup video. This time we're going to have two other people joining in and creating their own looks. Now we're going to have Rita with makeup and Jayda with some Pride nails. So we're really excited and happy to provide these Pride looks for you. We hope you all enjoy the videos, and well, as you can see, this is the preview for the look that I create, but we're going to go ahead and get started with Rita.
Here's Rita with a Goth Pride look. For preparations, they start by washing their face. Starting with clean skin works for them, but might not work for everyone. Rita is also of the philosophy that people should experiment with how much moisturizing they need, or to start with a lightweight sunscreen. If you would like to share, comment down below on how you prep for wearing makeup. We would love to hear what you do differently. They don't use specialty eye primer because they actually have better results using concealer as a primer. That's another area for people to experiment with what works best for their skin. They do think priming with something is necessary for a vivid, long-lasting result, but it might not be a specific eye primer product that works the best. It might be concealer or even a foundation. If you would like to share in the comment section, what kind of base helps your makeup stay in place for you? Is it a concealer and foundation like Rita, or do you need to use a primer? For eye makeup, blending is the most important step. When you add more color, keep adding to where you first put that color, not above it, which can make it patchy. Build it up right on top of the first layer and blend out from that. While chatting with Rita about this project, I explained that I wanted to create this program as a way to help people learn to express themselves and care for their skin. We all use makeup for different reasons. I believe what Rita sent me is something everyone should hear. There are a lot of things I don't do, but I'm not opposed to them. I don't contour, highlight, or use setting powder. Mostly because I haven't found that the look I'm going for really needs them. I know that makeup can be used effectively to alter appearance in a seemingly natural way. That's fine, but it isn't my goal personally. I like to create a heightened artificiality or artistic, even surreal effect sometimes. A way to alter appearance without the goal of naturalness. So, I think people should think about what their goal is when they're playing with makeup artistry. There might be steps they can skip and products they don't need to buy. Excellent words of wisdom from Rita. Goals are a big part of our everyday lives. I mentioned the goal of these videos earlier, but my personal goal when it comes to makeup is to either emulate the characters I am trying to bring to life or create a look I think is beautiful and exciting. I do the same thing when I paint my nails. What goals are you trying to achieve through makeup? Comment down below. Here we have it, Rita's completed Goth Pride makeup. They have finished it off with a lovely black lip. We hope you enjoyed this portion of the video and would love for you to comment down below and let us know what you think about this look. Here we have Jayda. If you haven't seen her nail art videos before on our Facebook page, you should check them out. I will have a link below to the playlist that we have on Facebook. When doing nail art, you first need to use a nail buffer to get rid of the shine. This will allow the polish to last longer on the nails. Our next step is to file the tips of the nails, if needed. Jayda suggests using a 100 over 180 grit nail file for press-on nails to get the best results. Don't forget to dust off your nails. You don't want any nail dust from the buffering or filing process to mess up the art you're about to do. Now, you will need to apply a base coat on all of the nails. This will act as a barrier between the nails and the polish. You will want to cure it for 30 seconds using a UV lamp. For the best results, wipe the excess polish from the sides of the nails. Now, you will need to apply 2 coats of the polish of your choice. Each coat needs to be cured for 30 seconds. Jayda says the higher the wattage, the faster the drying time. Now, on to designing our nails. We unfortunately lost the video for the original Pride Rainbow and transgender flag nails, but the techniques are going to be very similar to what she is doing for the rest of the designs. Once her designs are just right, Jayda applies a top coat on the nails and cures them for 60 seconds. If they are still tacky, she will put them under the UV lamp for another 30 to 60 seconds to get the best results. Now that the nails are ready, it is time to prep your nails. First, you need to start off with a cuticle pusher. You want to push back the cuticles as it helps your nails grow stronger. Cuticle cutters are next. The tool is used to snip off unwanted dead skin. It can be painful, but if you soak your fingers in a bowl of warm water and olive oil before doing this step, you can soften them and make it easier. I can attest to this myself. You need to be cautious and gentle when it comes to your cuticles. Now it is time to buff the nails. You need to get rid of the shine so the press-on nails will last longer. With nail clippers, cut down your natural nails and then file down the tips of your nails to your desired length. Brush off any dust. Now it's time to apply the nails. Apply nail glue to the natural nails. Put a good amount of nail glue and try not to overglue. When putting on the nails, have it down at the cuticle. Push it back into the cuticle and hold it for 3 seconds. Filing the nails. You need to file them down if it is necessary. Lastly, apply cuticle oil around the nail to give it a fresh new look. It also prevents cracked cuticles and promotes nail growth. And here we have it, Jayda's gorgeous Pride nails. We hope you enjoyed watching Jayda create these gorgeous nails. I prepped this look by cleaning and moisturizing all of my face. I then put a primer all over my face to help keep the makeup in place. I then brushed a white primer to the area I will be applying the eyeshadow to. I went with white as it will make the colors pop more on my face. I also decided to go with more of a bandit mask look than just a straight strip across. I chose to angle the arms of the mask upward. This will have the makeup working alongside the natural angles of my face. Most people like to have a straight line across their face, which is fine, but I prefer angles. I used two different palettes today, my Take Me Back to Brazil and my Neon Brights. I started by applying red eyeshadow from the Neon Brights palette on the bridge of my nose. Then I went with an orange eyeshadow, which I placed on the innermost eye part of the mask. Now it's time for yellow. I placed this in the center of my eye. Just like Rita suggested for their portion, I am layering the same color on top of itself so that it will be easier to blend later. Up next is green to the outer corner of my eye. So I did not realize until later that some of my black eyeshadow got into my green, which resulted in the right side green being darker and a little weird. Blue is next, going right between my temple and my eyes. Finally, my favorite color, purple. This is going right on my temple. I'm going to take our blending brush and going to slowly bring the colors over. I'm going to have to switch to another blending brush when I get to the darker colors because I don't want to bring a red all the way over here. Now don't feel too bad if you have to reapply it in certain areas. Like I feel like I may have to reapply a little bit of the orange here on the inside, but that's okay. Now I am going to apply some concealer to some areas where I broke out and blend them out. Stress is what usually causes me to break out. Now a new foundation stick I got for casual events. To blend this out, I tried to use a wide fluffy brush, which worked on my lower face. I had to switch to a narrower brush for my forehead though. I also used the concealer to smooth and blend out the line of my rainbow mask. Now a cream blush stick. It did not want to go on my face, so I had to use the twist method to get it on. Highlighting and contouring. I forgot I did not need to highlight right above my cheekbones. Mascara time! Lip color, as I decided to do a sparkly gradient look. Also, the sparkly lip gloss was a Star Wars themed lip gloss.
Fun watching all three of these videos. Once again, the people who helped me with this were Rita and Jayda. Please leave some comments and love in the comments below, and we will see you next time. Bye!
Don't forget that the Fabulous Phoebus Pride Fest is next Saturday, June 8th on East Mellon Street in Hampton. The Hampton Public Library will have a booth there. Come and say hi to us.